I took out some collies when I used to work with sheep, and it's I say what the workload. I mean, I don't know how much work they're putting in because it looks stressful enough, but not too exhaustive. But the amount of effort they take off your own shoulders is unbelievable. They just they're rounding the sheep up. It's all done very easily, straightforward.
Yeah, and these dogs are hardwired to do it, and this is what I say to people. When people are choosing dogs, look at what the genetics that have gone into that dog predispose it for. As with anybody who works with animals, and for that matter, I guess with children, you've got to have a sense of humour. You have got to have a sense of humour to face up to the things that you end up doing. And I can, not that I ever handled a search-only dog, and the police have various search-only dogs, be it for finding drugs, cash, firearms, explosives, and now crime scene and cadaver dogs, which find dead bodies or parts thereof.
Even apparently below ground they can do that, can't they?
Oh yeah. I mean, we as I was retiring 8 years ago, they were really coming to the fore, crime scene and cadaver dogs, and probably now they are being used more than a lot of other dogs.
And that was the one I was talking about with Madeleine McCann. That's the ones they used, I think. Dogs. And I think they had to discount it because obviously whether you're riding quite a lot on what you're interpreting a dog is suggesting.
Yeah, I mean the thing with anything that the dog does, it's rarely going to be the exclusive evidence that a case rests on. They are going to lead you into a type or a role of, or a form of investigation, be it forensic, witness, fingerprint, whatever it might be, that would confirm or not what the dog has indicated. Because I used to say to people, and I spent many hours in the dock being cross-examined by very learned barristers and the occasional judge whilst giving evidence in relation to police dogs' performance. The dogs will do what they're trained to do. You may not believe or like what the police officer's telling you, and you may not accept the interpretation, but dogs have got no reason to lie.
Yeah, sure.
And therefore, if a dog has tracked somebody from point A to point B, and the person who was standing in the dock was found at point B, you can accept that evidence, but it isn't exclusive. There will be evidence that they've got property, or that they were being witnessed, or they've left fingerprints or DNA at the scene, and you have managed to get the connection with the person by virtue of the dog.
Yeah.
But with the crime scene and cadaver dogs, particularly the crime scene dogs, and they're very often one of the same, the dogs will indicate on the scent of human bodily fluids, be it blood, semen, saliva, and now modern technology allows us to interpret that a lot more. So if you can actually get a dog to find you the blood, which might be in microscopic or diluted form, and often contaminated with cleaning chemicals, the dog might well take you to where you can take what would have previously been an invisible sample. You then have got some forensic evidence to connect with the victim or the offender. So the role of crime scene dogs is an amazing one, and one it has come more to fruition since I retired. They were and can be used to find dead bodies. I mean, tragically, a lot of in the summer they're used to find drowning victims in lakes, and they will be taken over the water in a boat, and the dogs will indicate a body up to 30 feet down, because scent rises through the water, and the dog can pick up on that scent. You can then lock into the GPS position of where the dog's indicated, and a dive team that might have a whole series of lakes to look for a kid or a river can focus on an area and quickly recover the body. And so in that respect they have a role, but actually finding crime weapons, the blood of victims and offenders at scenes, and even to the extent on clothes that have been washed in washing machines. Sometimes they will, they're capable of indicating minute scents, which can then allow that garment to be forensically scrutinised. So